Well, hey guys, I'm here at Costco. We are going to go in and check out the skincare. I think they got some new stuff in. I'm really excited. But before we do that, make sure you are subscribed if you like skincare content from a dermatologist. Hit the bell notification because that's going to let you know when my videos go live. And I have been doing more skincare shop with me videos in different stores. We even hit up the new Ulta and Target recently. So if you like that, definitely hit that bell notification. Anyways, you'll never guess what Costco got in the realm of skincare. I was taken aback. I was like, wait, is that what I think it is? It's not quite what I thought it was, but it's a dupe for the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. Comment below and if you were a fan of the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I used to love ragging on it. It used to be really, really popular. I mean, it still is. And they've since come out with like numerous other types of products. The scent of the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, I've never actually smelled it, but it's very polarizing. Like, you either love it or hate it. Anyways, this is a dupe, Nutrius. Well, it's like, I don't know if it's a dupe, but it's trying to be it, even in the packaging. What does this have in it? A variety of moisturizing ingredients and fragrance. Coconut oil, that's good if you have eczema, but the fragrance, you are more likely to develop a problem too. If you have eczema, I explained that in a recent video. Anyways, this has, like the Boom Boom Cream, guarana extract, guarana. This is a source of caffeine. Caffeine is an antioxidant. It can help minimize oxidative stress, in theory, if it gets into the skin and does all the magic that it is supposed to. It also can improve temporarily the look of redness. There's some idea that caffeine can help improve cellulite. There's some small, weak data for that. And so, of course, you know, the cosmetic industry, they take something like that and run with it. Anyways, what else does this have? Brazil nut seed oil, a variety of plant-based emollients. What is the price point on this? $19.99 for the 2-pack. That's not too bad. $10 a tub. Although people who like their pumps are not going to play with that. Not going to play with that. And over here we have the wall of fame of all good products, in my opinione, for whatever it's worth. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion, 2-pack, $16.29. Helps nourish, protect, and prevent dry skin. That is correct. This Aveeno product, it is a good one. Aveeno makes many good body moisturizers, but their thing is colloidal oats in their skincare products, which are wonderful moisturizing ingredients. Oats have beta-glucan, which is a humectant. They also have avenanthramides, which are antioxidants that can help reduce oxidative stress. They're helpful for barrier recovery. Numerous wonderful benefits with oats. That's what you have in the Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Then, of course, you have CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. The 2-pack is $22.99. $22.99 for the 2-pack, which is a pretty good deal. You all know I recently did a comparison between the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream and the Equate version of it. Very similar, with the exception that the Equate version does not have CeraVe's MVE proprietary technology. The MVE, in theory, allows for like kind of a more sustained release of the moisturizing ingredients and ceramides onto the skin. I don't know that the Equate one reproduces that technology to the same extent. But anyways, long story short, if you blindfold yourself, you can't tell the difference between CeraVe and Equate, in my opinion. But it's, you know, sensory differences can vary from person to person. Regardless, here at Costco, the price point difference between this and the Equate one starts to narrow, whereas like in store, it's about a $5 difference. The nice thing about the Costco one is that you get the pump. For those of you who don't like the jar thing, you get the pump for at least one, so you have to start with this one, and then when you finish you can swap it on over to the other jar. Then you have CeraVe's Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This is a creamy cleanser, very, very gentle. It works well as a second step for a double cleanse, but as a standalone cleanser for removing sunscreen and cosmetics, you may find that you have to spend a little bit more time with it. There's also the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. Cetaphil recently reformulated their Gentle Skin Cleanser. Ooh, it's on sale here. $14.49, down from $19.49. That's a $5 discount. So I happen to like the new formulation. Similar to the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser, the Gentle Skin Cleanser is kind of a creamier formula, free of fragrance, in contrast to their Daily Facial Cleanser, which does have fragrance. Anyways, the Gentle Skin Cleanser is that kind of creamy formula. It's very mild. You do need to do a double cleanse with this to remove makeup and water-resistant sunscreen, but otherwise, you know, it's a great option. If you like to wash your face in the morning, this is a good option. But a lot of people don't like the new and improved formulation. They prefer the older formula. The new one has niacinamide, which some people are finding when they start stacking numerous products with niacinamide, it actually irritates their skin. Niacinamide, if you're new here, is a fantastic ingredient. Helpful for redness, hyperpigmentation, has anti-aging benefits. It's good for acne, dry skin. But some people find that it burns, stings, and because it's my understanding it's a pretty inexpensive ingredient, brands put it in pretty much everything these days. And I think all of that stacking of products with niacinamide tends towards niacinamide overload and causes problems for some people. Like, do you really need it in cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen? You know, I don't have any problem using it that way, but I think some people find it irritating. Anyways, pointing that out. But if you love Cetaphil and you like the old formula, you hate the new one, check Ross. If you have Ross in your area, because I saw they had the old formula, and I think it had, well, you know, over a year's worth left on its expiration date, so I think you'd be good there. Cetaphil, speaking of Cetaphil, we have their moisturizing lotion. This also was reformulated. Avocado oil as an emollient. I happen to enjoy in products. Cetaphil leans into that. I've noticed in some of their products, and I've always liked the texture of it as an emollient, or, you know, I mean, what do I know in terms of the texture, but I find that it's not greasy. This, again, it does have niacinamide, so this is not going to be an option for you if you're sensitive to it, but that niacinamide, if you're not sensitive to it, it's going to be helpful if you get hyperpigmentation, like under the arms, on the knees and stuff. It can kind of help brighten up body, any hyperpigmentation, but in other words, it's a good option for the body if you are prone to discoloration or redness. So the lotion is also on, but man, all the Cetaphil products are on sale here at Costco right now. The lotion pack, $13.39. That's a good deal. But check out the Cetaphil in the tub, which I also love, like CeraVe. The Cetaphil in the tub right now, two 20-ounce tubs, no pump action, but two 20-ounce tubs, $13.99, down from $18.99. Another $5 savings right there. Significantly cheaper than CeraVe. You know, I've always loved CeraVe cream. Like, long before I was on YouTube, I've been using CeraVe cream. But I have to say, if you are on a tight budget and you are a Costco member, I would go with the Cetaphil one because, you know, it's going to address dry skin. And some people actually cannot get along with the CeraVe moisturizing cream. They find that it burns and stings. Or a lot of feedback that I get is that they don't have a problem with the cream, but it's actually the CeraVe cleansers. Comment below if you are CeraVe intolerant. Is it all products or just certain ones that bother you? Oh, look who's here still. This is always here, the SK-II Facial Treatment Essence. I tried this several years ago and reviewed it for you all. $200 for 11 ounces. This has like their trademark Pitera or whatever. The claim to fame here is that, like, in Japan, people were handling rice and found that their hands were like super smooth and radiant. And there are compounds in fermented rice that can have like a skin brightening effect. But honestly, I was not like super impressed with this. People, like, I have found less expensive alternatives to this that I find are equally, if not more, hydrating and improve radiance. I don't think you need to be spending $200 on this. Comment below on if this is like a favorite of yours. I was like not the least bit impressed by this. Oh Lord, what is Strivectin claiming? Tightening all around eyes? Pray tell. This is like such goofy marketing. Like, this is seriously going to undo hooded eyelids. Not at all. It's not going to do that, because what this has to do with a lot of times too is like bone resorption here and loss of bone, and then redistribution of fat is part of what contributes to some of this redundancy around the eyes. No cream is going to address that. Like, a moisturizer can improve the look of fine lines for sure. What does this have in it? It's got a cooling applicator, $54.99 for these 2 tiny tubes of moisturizer. This has peptides in it. Peptides can have a skin firming effect. Some peptides may actually get into the skin and help with barrier recovery, may reduce oxidative stress, may even improve hyperpigmentation. But when it comes to peptides, the data on them, it's sort of weak and not like big trials or anything. So I don't like put all of my eggs in that basket. What else do we have in here? Bacillus ferment has humectants. I don't know. If you want to, by all means, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with it, but it's not like something you must have. Here we have Off Deep Woods. This is 25% DEET. You get a 3-pack for $18.99. Now, this is a must-have if you're going to be anywhere where there are a lot of mosquitoes, ticks that carry a variety of illnesses that you do not want. Plus, mosquitoes are just annoying, and then you get bit. The bite itches. You scratch. The scratching can lead to secondary skin infection, namely impetigo. I mean, they are just a pain. But DEET is effective at repelling mosquitoes, and the way it works is it basically creates a little vapor from the surface of the skin, but you don't want to apply it underneath clothing. I mean, it's not going to work that way, and it can be super irritating. But the other option, so DEET is totally safe when used as directed, and when it comes to putting it on your face, spray it into your hands and then pat it onto your face. DEET is also safe for children. But the other option is permethrin treated clothing. You can actually get stuff to treat your clothing with permethrin, which is another repellent. That's another option. But yeah, this is a decent deal here, $18.99. Now, the thing about insect repellents with DEET especially is that there's some headbutting that goes on between DEET and sunscreen. First of all, you don't want to buy those products that are sunscreen combined with insect repellent, because you need to be reapplying sunscreen very frequently. Frequent reapplication of DEET is not necessary or as frequent. So that's not good. Second issue that can happen with DEET is, in theory, it may degrade the efficacy of your sunscreen. We still recommend using both to exposed skin, because you need to be protecting your skin from the sun and you need to be protecting yourself from these insects. But all that to say, a better option, if you can rely on it, is going to be protective clothing. Protects you from UV rays, and then you can treat it with permethrin. And I do suggest, if you're going to be out camping in the woods, to tuck your pants into your boots or socks or whatever. I know that's a very cool look, but it will prevent, insects from crawling up your legs and biting. So that's DEET. And then we also have the Off Family Care. They've made this barricade here. I don't want to mess it up. Actually, let's see, we can slither on in there. Never mind. Smooth and dry. This one also has DEET in it, so that's good for repelling those mosquitoes that carry a variety of illnesses. DEET is not, like I said, it's safe. And no, Big Pharma is not paying me to say that. Trust me. Big Pharma is not, I don't know why I often get those comments, especially on my video telling people not to ingest colloidal silver because it can cause renal failure. Apparently that is just me pantomiming the script of Big Pharma. Yeah, no, I have actually had patients in renal failure from colloidal silver. So yeah, that video, I don't think you guys who watch my videos regularly, a lot of you watch that video when I put it out, but it continues to get views from like people who, I don't know, like colloidal silver, and I think they have the reason why it's getting more views recently. I think they've cracked down on the sales of colloidal silver, and I don't know, that seems to be attracting views and comments along the lines of it's like just a commercial for Big Pharma. I'm like, okay. Dove Sensitive Skin, they always have this here, but right now, this is a good bar, Syndent bar. You can use it on the face, the body, and you get 16 bars for $11.39 right now, down $4.50. Come on, Costco, why couldn't you do the $5 down? Like, the 50 cents? Come on. Come on. They also have a scented version. Kaolin. Ooh, it is a nice scent though. That Dove smell, it's like, takes me back. Kaolin can help absorb some oiliness as well. This bar soap was here last time. The Kirkland, made with shea butter, plant-based, 5% ultra moisturizing. I don't remember what the consensus on this was. If any of you guys have tried it, but it's here, $11.99. I would spring for Dove just because I'm more familiar with it. And Dove right now is $12.39. Dove is 20 cents per ounce, whereas Kirkland's Signature is roughly 18 cents per ounce. So I don't know, it's not like astronomical savings there. I would go with the Dove just because I'm more familiar with it. Why did they hide this trash/recycling receptacle all the way back here by where they do the hearing test? And I mean, hopefully they have one up by the food court. It's just a small ramp, but like, have you ever been looking for a recycling, like if you have a like a container and you can't find them in a public place? Like, they're hiding them back here by the hearing test. The very last Costco shop with me that I did, I covered, I think, all of these Olay products. I'm going to put that video as an eye in the sky if you want to see my review on those, but it doesn't look like they got anything new. This Olay Vitamin C Peptide 24 serum, I'm pretty sure this was here last time. The vitamin C in this is 3-O-ethyl. That's a stable form of ascorbic acid, not very well studied in terms of doing things like improving, well, anything. And there are case reports of people developing an allergy to it. This also has, I mean, that's not going to be everybody, and it's not like something you should go out of your way to avoid, nor should you go out of your way to like necessarily incorporate in your routine, but it's there. May help with fading hyperpigmentation, but not as research backed as ascorbic acid, but easier to work with in formulation. Anyways, it has that, and it also has lactic acid, which can really help soften dry skin. It can help in fading discoloration and brightening skin tone. These claims are all right. It's got peptides in it too, which, as I said earlier, peptides can help with moisture retention. They can act as humectants. Did I say that earlier? I feel as though I did. And some peptides, depending on the one and whatever, may or may not inhibit hyperpigmentation. So anyways, there's the serum version and the cream version. I'm telling you guys, the word serum is the biggest scam because it is just, it covers too many variable products. When somebody comments on a video of mine, what about serum? It's like, I don't know, what about raindrops? Like, it could be anything. Alright, so here we are. They don't have much in the way of like sunscreens in comparison to prior years. They've got the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch SPF 55. Neutrogena a few years ago reformulated that, and it no longer has oxybenzone in it. Now, oxybenzone is one of the chemical sunscreen ingredients that is most likely to be the culprit if you develop an allergy to sunscreen. But actually, it's not that commonly used anymore. Personally, I always found it irritating. Like I found that it burned my skin, made my skin feel uncomfortable. Anyways, but while that's the most common sunscreen ingredient for someone to be allergic to, it's more common that you actually develop an allergy to some other ingredient in the sunscreen that's not the actual true sunscreen ingredient. And that's going to be fragrance, which this has. So anyways, you get this 2-pack. You get a 3 ounce and a 5 ounce, 8 ounces in total. You need like high heels. I actually can't see. Let's see, back up here and see. I can't see the price. They have it out of sight, out of mind. Let's see if I step on. $13.99. Wow. I had to jump up to see that. Then you've got the Banana Boat Sport. This one, this pack here, Banana Boat. They don't have the price listed for this Banana Boat. They've got a price listed for Alba, which I'm not seeing here. But anyways, you get 2 sprays, and then you get the, this is a cream. Looks like a cream. These have fragrance. They're chemical sunscreens. They should not leave a cast. But I will say, when it comes to the Banana Boat sunscreens, the sport formulas, they are pretty nice as far as helping with good evaporation of sweat so you don't feel overheated. They're not greasy. They're fast absorbing. The problem with the sprays is that they're kind of loosey-goosey, prone to skip areas, and difficult to get a consistent layer. And because of the propellants in here, you end up not getting that much actual sunscreen. This Coppertone 30 spray I would skip because, like I said, it's difficult to get enough sunscreen on the skin in these sprays. They are susceptible to under application. So I would go higher if you're gonna be using a spray, just to kind of help make sure you get at least a decent amount of sunscreen on the skin. And I don't know, they're just not, practically speaking, they're not that great of a value, but people like them. I would go with the Banana Boat one simply because it's a higher SPF. Plus you get a cream version in there, so yeah, I think this is better overall. The collagen supplement train is going nowhere because every time I come in here, there is a new collagen supplement. I've talked about this one before, but I see that there is this Xena, I'm going to pull it over here, Xena liquid collagen with biotin. Now, hydrolyzed collagen, believe it or not, it actually has been shown to make its way to the skin from the digestive tract, as mind-boggling as that sounds. And there is some clinical evidence that taking collagen, dietary collagen supplements do seem to improve skin hydration, like moisture content of the skin. Although the studies we have, they're pretty limited, not enough to make collagen supplements like a go-to recommendation. Side effects of collagen supplements are they can cause stomach problems, digestive upset, heartburn, and of course they're animal derived, so they're not vegan, and so I don't use them. But you may have allergies too, if you're allergic to, sometimes they're derived from like fish. But anyways, all that to say, they are popular. They're always coming out with new ones. This one has biotin in it. Biotin supplements, a lot of people find they aggravate their acne or cause acne-like breakouts. And biotin can interfere with the accuracy of certain blood tests. So if you take a biotin supplement, you want to stop it a few weeks before getting blood work, like at your doctor's office, because it can lead to false negatives. Anyways, like it can mess up the accuracy of like the thyroid test. Paracone's hypoallergenic firming eye cream is drastically reduced. It's down from $31.99 for the half ounce down to $19.99. That is a $12 reduction in price. Paracone has actually some good products in my experience. Just subjectively, my personal experience using some of them, I've actually liked quite a few of them. They are unnecessarily expensive, but that is the realm of skincare. You can charge what you think your customer base will pay. And I guess nobody was willing to pay $31.99 for this, so it's down to $19.99. Anyways, what does this have? peptides, which may help firm the skin a bit. And like I said earlier, they may or may not get into the skin to do things like boost collagen production. It has squalane, that's an emollient, hyaluronic acid, a humectant. I don't know, do you need this? Like, you could probably get the same outcome just using a basic moisturizer. The wipes are going nowhere. Somebody is wiping and not admitting to it. I've talked about wipes ad nauseum. They're bad for the planet. They don't really clean your face, but people like them for convenience, for like travel. But if you use them, I do suggest following up with cleanser afterwards. Zinc. I recently did a video on zinc supplementation for the skin. It's not something that we have enough research to go recommending. Zinc deficiency, pretty rare, but actually following a vegan diet, you do have to be careful and plan your diet carefully. Make sure you get good zinc. But there are genetic conditions where you're born with the inability to absorb zinc properly. Check out my video on the skin signs of zinc deficiency. But yeah, problems you can run into with supplementing from zinc is it can lead to copper deficiency if you over supplement. So be careful with that. But there is some data about using zinc for acne, and it's conflicting. So that's why it's not like a go-to recommendation. Denise. This Dr. Denise has a sunscreen out. $29.99 for this. It looks to be a tinted mineral sunscreen. So the tint, the iron oxides, they can help in offering some protection against blue light that comes from the sun and aggravates hyperpigmentation. Let me know if you've tried this. It's a zinc oxide sunscreen. So if you have sensitive skin, this would be likely a good option. As mineral sunscreens tend to be better tolerated in comparison to chemical sunscreens. This also has hyaluronic acid, humectant. This looks promising. $29.99 for the... Well guys, Costco did not disappoint, and check out what I snagged for myself in there. I got this, it's a Hello Kitty brush set. I mainly got it because it comes with a little mini travel brush. Isn't it cute? I love Hello Kitty. I needed a brush for travel, but it also has a bigger one with a little frog who I love, and then it came with Goody Dentless Jelly Band Ponytailers for crease-free styles, 5 count, and they have like Hello Kitty and stuff on them. They had a variety of different patterns, but I got this one. It was, let me check my receipt, $16.99. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this Costco shop with me. On the end slide, I'm going to put my last Costco shop with me video where I go through like a lot of those Olay products in more detail. So definitely check that one out if you missed it. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.